In 1951, the Albino family's world was turned upside down. 6-year-old Luis Armando Albino was playing in Jefferson Square Park in West Oakland, California, with his older brother Roger when a woman approached them. She promised Luis candy, and just like that, he vanished without a trace. His family's worst nightmare had begun. Luis's mother was devastated, but refused to give up. She reported him missing immediately, and the police, soldiers, and even the Coast Guard were called in to help with the search. Every day she would visit the police station, hoping for any news about her son. But weeks passed, then months, and then years, with no sign of Luis. Eventually the case went cold. Still, his mother never lost hope, clinging to the belief that one day Luis would come back. Luis's brother Roger, who was just 10 years old at the time, couldn't forget the day Luis was taken. He remembered every detail, the woman with the bandana who had lured his brother away. Despite being questioned repeatedly, he could never give the police anything more. The family was left heartbroken, their lives forever changed. As time went on, Luis's mother continued her search, visiting the police less frequently, but never giving up. Sadly, she passed away in 2005, never knowing what happened to her little boy. Roger, too, had all but lost hope. Decades had gone by, and it seemed like Luis was gone forever. But little did they know, the key to solving the mystery was waiting, hidden in the DNA of his niece, Alida Aliquin. Fast forward to 2022. Alida, curious about her family's ancestry, decided to take an online DNA test. She wasn't expecting much, just a glimpse into her heritage. But what she found stunned her. The results showed a 22% match with a man she didn't recognize. Intrigued, she began to dig deeper, but the connection wasn't clear. Could this man be her long-lost uncle? She reached out to him, but there was no response. The silence was frustrating, but Alida refused to let the trail go cold like it had so many years ago. Determined, Alida and her daughters began investigating on their own. They scoured old records, searched through archives, and eventually uncovered pictures of Luis on microfilm at the Oakland Public Library. The pieces were starting to come together, and they had enough evidence to take the case to the FBI and the Department of Justice. The agencies reopened the case, and after further investigation, they tracked down the man from Alida's DNA results. He lived on the East Coast and agreed to give a DNA sample. The results came back. The man was indeed Luis Armando Albino, the boy who had been taken all those years ago. Luis had been raised by a couple in New York who had treated him as their own child. He had no memory of his abduction and had lived a full life, serving in the Marine Corps, becoming a firefighter, and starting a family of his own. For 73 years, he had no idea he was missing. In August 2023, Luis was finally reunited with his brother Roger, now 83 and battling cancer. The reunion was emotional, but bittersweet. Only 1 month later, Roger passed away. But before he did, he got to see his brother one last time. Luis, overwhelmed, thanked Alida for finding him, giving her a hug and tearfully saying, "Thank you for bringing me back." Though the mystery of who took Luis and why remains, Alida's determination brought closure to a decades-old heartbreak. After 73 long years, Luis was finally home, and his family had the answers they had waited a lifetime to hear. What do you think? Please subscribe to our channel for more stories like this one.